Good morning and welcome to this week's Rational Thinking with me, William Jones. I'm just going to cover the main talking points of Brexit and give an overview of the issues the EU has been having this week. So the first currency I'll be talking about will be sterling, which has had another turbulent week. This is primarily because Boris Johnson's provided the rough details of the final Brexit deal, which included custom checks on the Irish border. The feedback from his Conservative Party was that this deal was tolerable, which sounds relatively positive. However, the perception is that Boris has offered little clarity on the final Brexit deal. His proposal around this Irish border looks like it will morph into the final divorce agreement. However, we are seeing mixed messages from both parties. Both sides seem optimistic, but ultimately nothing's been finally drawn out. Analysts are saying that the market is sceptical as to whether the EU will agree upon a deal ahead of the deadline on the 31st of October. So now on to the US dollar, which is in a slightly strange situation at the moment. The economy is performing relatively well, but we are currently in a rate cutting cycle. So expectations that the US economy will continue to outperform other major economies and put pressure on the Federal Reserve to slow its interest rate cutting cycle have dampened this week, which is significant to the performance of the currency. This is primarily due to the weakness in manufacturing and services, which is suggesting a slowdown of the world's largest economy. So this week, the single currency really struggled. The euro fell to a 28-month low against the dollar. This was primarily due to concerns around EU growth, which has weighed heavily on the currency. The German economy in particular is showing signs of further stress, with inflation slowing for a third consecutive month and growth forecasts being revised downwards. So this week we do have some key data being released. On Wednesday we've got the meeting minutes out of the Federal Reserve, and we also have the Consumer Pricing Index, which is the core inflation figure out of the US. And on Thursday we have the GDP, manufacturing figures, and a speech from Carney out, which could all impact the strength of the pound. Thank you very much for joining me for this week's Rational Thinking. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us on the details below.